Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading on the occasion of the new moon in Leo on 24th of July 2025. I have chosen the Sun card from 3 different tarot decks because the Sun is the ruling planet of Leo. And it works like any other pick a card reading. You choose the pile that you feel intuitively drawn to, or the card and the deck. I've also added some crystals to help you with your choice. And then you can use the timestamps in the description box to go straight to your reading with your messages. So we have pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Hello and welcome pile number 1. If you felt drawn to this pile, then this is going to be your reading with messages meant to reach you on this new moon in Leo. You have chosen the Good Tarot deck and the Great Healer as the crystal. So let's see what other messages we have for you. I'm going to start with this new Oracle deck I've got. I really like them. It's the Archetypes. It's a very intuitive way of reading. I'm feeling this one. And I haven't used them much yet, but I'm very keen to use them. Okay, we've got quite a few come out for you. Maybe too many. I think I'm going to go with the ones I can see. So we have the Forest, the Cave, and the Creator. Okay, let's leave them here for now. Let's get some more cards on the table. What else does pile number 1 need to know? This one, the Boar. Okay, I have some more Oracle cards, but I want to now go to the Tarot cards. Okay, what does pile number 1 need to know? Okay. All right. So we have the 9 of Earth, the 8 of Fire, the 8 of Air, the Messenger of Air, and the 3 of Water. Okay, so straight away we have 2 very positive abundant cards here. So the 9 of Earth is the 9 of coins, and this is someone who is enjoying the harvest of their life, all the things they have worked for and created that are now ripening around them. They're in an abundant garden. And the 3 of Water is the 3 of Cups, which is a card of community, belonging and friendship. So the first impression I get therefore is one of you being surrounded by a loving, caring community, and you have many reasons to be grateful in your life. The 8 of Fire is a card of speed. And the 8 of Air is the 8 of Swords. And I'm struggling. Yes, she's losing something. I'm going to read it as it is in this tarot deck. There's a sense of loss that comes with that card. And then we have the Messenger of Air, which is the Knight of Swords, and again that's a very speedy card. So I feel like within this setting where you're in a very positive, supportive environment, there is something happening that has a sense of loss. That is a time of difficulty, but you have two cards of speed either side of you. And I think the message that wants to come through here is that it won't last very long. This will be over very quickly, you know. So whatever challenges you're going through right now, they are not going to last long, and you are well advised to practice gratitude, to lean on your support system, you know, to use that loving circle of belonging and friendship that surrounds you, and not to worry too much about this. Now we've got the oracle cards, which I find quite interesting. We have the Creator, the Forest, and the Cave. The Cave to me has a bit of a hermit energy, and the Forest also has a bit of the energy of feeling lost. The fact that it comes out with the Creator tells me that this phase that you're going through that is quite difficult is ideal ground for expressing it creatively. So the message here is that there is actually a great opportunity to use this time to create. So if you are a creative person, the message is creativity is your best way to work your way through this right now. And we also have the boar. Boars are also animals that live in big groups of community. They are very protective of their family. And again, it's almost like you're being framed by this and held by this community, this sense of community. So yes, to summarize, you are going through something that is quite difficult, but Spirit wants you to know, you know, it will be over soon. Lean on your support system. You are being held and supported, and use the challenges to do some creative work. That is the best way for you to channel these challenges. Let's get one final message from the oracle cards. What else does pile number 1 need to know? Any final messages? The eagle. The eagle invites us to look at the problem from a higher perspective. I'm not sure where to put him. I'm putting him right here. And I think, again, with these two time and speed cards, I would say that looking at it from a bigger perspective, you know, of a bigger timeline, you know, this will be a short blip and not as big a deal as it might feel right now. This is what I've got for you on this new moon in Leo. Sending you lots of love and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 2. If this is the card and pile that you have felt drawn to, then this is going to be your reading with your messages meant to receive you on this new moon in Leo. So you've picked the Rider-Waite tarot set and the Citrin. So let's see what messages are coming through to you for you today. We're going to start with this Archetype Oracle set that I'm really enjoying. We just got that recently. What messages have we got? I'm going with these two. I don't want to get too many. So we've got 3 there. There you go. The Shapeshifter, the Shaman, and the Lover. Ooh, they give me goosebumps. Very, very interesting. It tells me that you're going through quite a transformative time at the moment with the Shapeshifter, but also a kind of magical time. that activates your shamanic tendencies, or I don't know, spiritual side, psychic things, intuitive guidance, that sort of thing. And the Lover as well. I'm not quite sure what to make of this yet, but I love the energies that are coming through for you. So what else does pile number 2 need to know? What other messages do we have? I feel this one. The Dark. Okay, so that confirms for me that the transformative process you're going through doesn't feel pretty, feels quite dark. The Shaman card I quite like with it though, because when you read stories of shamans and spiritual guides like that, they often had to go through a dark night of the soul or a dark experience to actually find their gifts. And I have a feeling that this time that you are going through will awaken within you a deeper, more intuitive way of relating to life, and ultimately also bring out more love in you. It will open up your heart and you will emerge from this more loving than before. Let's see what the tarot cards have to add. Are they the wrong way around? Yes, they are. I don't do reversals. So we've got the Page of Swords. I like this card because he is a dreamy sort of figure in his stance, but he's holding a sword, you know. He might be a sensitive dreamer, but he's also well equipped to deal with difficulties, you know. He's holding a sword. So you might be a sensitive soul that finds this all a bit challenging right now, but you've got everything you need to fight your way through this, so to speak. Right. What else have we got here for you? Okay, the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Coins. I'm trying to think about how to best arrange these. I want this here, really. Let me move these over here. This works better for me. Okay. So yes, there's some internal battle going on, maybe also externally, definitely a struggle. And there is a sense of, you know what, I've already got my wounds to carry. I don't need any more of this. I could do without this. And there is also a sense of loss. However, I really like this card because there are 3 cups that have fallen over and where something has been spilled, but there are 2 perfectly fine cups standing right behind the person. So all it needs really is to change perspective and to look at the other side. So that tells me that with some shape shifting, this can really be transformed and actually be something that could be really motivating and have a positive impact on your work. Whatever that work is, on something you're creating. And this is also a card of inspiration. So again, if you're trying to look at this challenge as an opportunity that it's going to come with gifts. This is very much the message I'm getting. The gift of being more loving, the gift of being more intuitive, and being more able to see the magic really that's at play in life. And it will also provide inspiration for you that you can channel into your work. So yes, it's difficult, it's dark and it's annoying, but it's coming with gifts. Right, let's get one last message for you from the oracle cards. What else does pile number 2 need to know? This card. The Witness. Oh, I love this card for you. This card instantly makes me think of this concept of two consciousnesses. And basically what it means is it's possible to operate at a level whereby you are the person experiencing something, and at the same time you are the part of you that is witnessing and observing it. And I think that's the final advice from Spirit to you. The best way to navigate this when it gets very dark and difficult is to step out of the person experiencing it, taking a step back and just witnessing it. You know, watching it unfold, being the observer is almost like watching yourself in a movie that is experiencing this, and, you know, creating a bit more detachment from which you're observing this. That's the final message for you from Spirit. You know, when the going gets tough, take a step back. Don't over-identify with it, but, you know, do the practices like meditation that help you to do that, and just observe what is happening, become the witness. Sending you lots of love, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. If you have chosen this pile, and this is going to be your reading with your messages for the new moon in Leo. You have chosen the Light Seers Tarot deck and the Bumblebee Jasper. Right, let's see what messages are coming through for you. We'll start off with some oracle cards, these archetype oracle cards. What does pile number 3 need to know on this new moon in Leo? Here we go. Oh, there are quite a few. We have the Mystic. Love that card. The Pilgrim. Oof. The Animal. The Siren. The Queen. And the Warrior. Oh, wow. There's some really strong energies in there. Powerful energies. The Queen, you know, like is an authority and a power. The Siren has seductive qualities. The Warrior is a fighter. The Mystic is really intuitive. The Pilgrim, a traveler. And the Animal, again, in this intuitive element. Very, very powerful energies at play for you. Let's get one more oracle card, and then we have a look at the tarot cards. What else does pile number 3 need to know? The Cauldron. Underneath the Mystic. I'm getting really witchy vibes for you. Right, let's see what the tarot cards have to add to this. So, what does pile number 3 need to know on this new moon in Leo? The Page of Wands. Okay, there are too many, we can't take all of these. This Page of Wands makes me feel like you are currently in your power, you know, in combination with all the other cards. I really feel like, dude, you're in a good place right now where you are really in your power. We've also got the Nine of Cups. Again, look, it's almost like identical. I like this kind of, they both have this heart chakra wide open. And here, the Queen of Wands. I mean, that is such, for me, that's one of the most powerful of the queens in the tarot. And we've got the Queen here. You are definitely standing in your power at the moment. And then we have the Temperance. So this is balanced out with something. So on one side, you are in your power at the moment with lots of very powerful, interesting archetypal forces at play. We also have the Hermit, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Struggling to get all your cards in today. I think a lot of your power either comes from spending time alone, which allows you to connect with these archetypal qualities like the mystic, and the intuitive energies of the animal, or it's a message that invites you to spend more time by yourself, nurturing those energies. Yes, the feeling I'm getting is that this is a very good time for you to do so. To spend time by yourself, doing spiritual practices that connect you with your power within, because it's clearly there. I mean, these three cards, so powerful. Three really powerful women who are bursting with energy and light. She is also, but it's a bit more quiet and more inward focused. You know, the light isn't bursting out, the light is more contained. Pardon me. So there's also a warning that I'm hearing, you know, to conserve your energy in a certain way. You know, like this light that you're giving out with the Temperance card is like, at the moment you'd be well advised to not just spend it all on the outside world, but to keep some for yourself. It's important for you to use those powerful energies for your own transformation, for your own growth. There's something within you that's stirring in the cauldron. There's a process at play at the moment that benefits from you spending time alone, connecting with your spiritual practices and with yourself, maybe some reflection, some journaling, because otherwise you could expend all that energy and not get the benefit of it yourself. There's a gift that you could receive, that you're meant to receive, and there is also signs of a new journey that you're embarking on. So in order to receive the gift and to be fully equipped for this new journey, you'd be well advised to spend some hermit time and not expend all your energy on the outside world, but to use some of that energy to stir that internal cauldron. Let's see if we've got some final messages for pile number 3. Any final messages? really like one to jump out rather than me picking one, but I'm clearly asked to pick one, and I'm going with this one. Oops, sorry. Interesting this is, because the card that came out is the spiral, and everything spiraled there a bit, didn't it? With the stand going, and this tells me something in itself. There is a bit of upheaval, clearly. There is part of this process. Let me try and get this straight again. All over the place we are. The message I'm getting is that these powerful energies that are going through you, they can be all over the place. You know, they can feel, it's almost like, I'm thinking of manic depression here, you know, it's like there's such powerful currents that are running through you right now, but they can express themselves in really positive, bursting with energy, but they could also, you know, lead to some darker places, because it's just so powerful, it's hard to contain. And that's also why it might be best not to push it outwards too much, you know, but to spend some time alone with these powers and actually learning to manage them. That's the message I'm getting with this spiral. It's like, you know, yes, it will help you to spend time alone with yourself and making friends with these powers. And yes, it's a process that requires some alone time to learn to channel these energies in a positive way, because they could easily also make you go off the rails, you know, spin out of control and create chaos in your life. But it's overall a really good thing. I think it's really exciting. Yeah, really interesting. That's what I've got for you today. I hope you have a lovely new moon, and see you soon. Bye bye.